Hi, everyone. John PT, Dan Sandler Training. How are we, Dan?
Good, John. How are you doing today?
I am well. I am well. Welcome back to PTS, Dan.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So we talk a lot about the emotions of sales and sort of that roller coaster element and peaks and valleys and minimize it's an emotional business to be in. It really is. One of the things that can oftentimes come out though of those valleys is we can start to doubt ourselves, and that self-doubt can, sometimes it takes you away for 5 minutes. It's not a big deal. Sometimes it can derail you for a period of time. But talk about how self-doubt really tends to come about, and then things that salespeople can do to help overcome it.
Well, it comes about because naturally, as humans, we think negatively about ourselves.
Yeah,
I mean, we
we
look in
do.
a mirror, we don't see the greatness, we see all the imperfections. We think about our weight as an example. We don't think about what we look like in good terms. We think about it in bad terms. So, same thing with jobs. Sales is one of the most difficult jobs there is to do because you have to pull the emotion out of the equation.
Yeah,
Otherwise, you just get killed. You get killed out there. You're prospecting and most people say no. You're selling and most people say no. And so if we're not real careful, it can put us in a pretty dark spot. And then when we
yeah,
shut down, we just do things that are easy for us to do and in our comfort zone. So,
yeah,
two things, John, that I would recommend for people. And I got to tell you, this is stuff I have to do too, or I find myself in that dark spot as well. Number one is I have to journal what I'm thinking.
mm,
Now,
okay,
be careful. When I say journal, I always think of initially a 16-year-old girl that's journaling who she likes. That's not what I'm talking about. It's more about what am I thinking today and why. That's it. And I just keep doing that. And as I go through time and I go back and look at what I wrote, I start to see patterns. So that's the first thing is I've got to figure out where my thoughts are. Second, when I start to work, that negative stuff's got to go.
yeah,
I've got to create this alter ego and just go, I don't care what's happening in my world. Right now I'm focused on this and
yeah,
and and doing that. Those are the only two things that in my life have really helped.
yeah. And I think back to when I started in sales, and one of the big vanity things for me is my height, or shall we say lack thereof. The joke in my family, my license says I'm 5'7", and my wife will always look at people and be like, "Yeah, that's because you're close enough. They didn't call you out on it," kind of thing. It's just always been one of those things. I feel like I'm always looking up, talking to people, and it's frustrating to me. I don't want that visual aspect of things. And so for me, over time, it became about compartmentalizing aspects of some of the vanity that I hold, but also then things that I would struggle with, and how do you put that to the side and deal with what's in front of you at the moment,
Mhm.
and then maybe you go back to that later if you absolutely have to. And it's tough, really is.
It is. And maybe it's just simple as every morning before you start stuff, you visualize what you want your day to look like. And you
Yeah,
just really take some quiet time and think through that a bit. We do. We need to anchor ourselves a lot of time
yeah,
into
yeah.
what's going on.
No, great advice. All right, everybody, see you again tomorrow.
Take care.